Hi crafty friends, Natalie right here again with another fun liquid pearls tutorial. I'm going to show you how to use it as a texture paste. And I've got some pre-cut watercolor paper tags, about 3 by 6 inches. I just cut these down myself with watercolor paper, kind of a nice heavy weight. I've got palette paper, so you can use palette paper or just a paper plate to put your pigment on. And then I've got this fun little DecoArt stencil of a leaf, love it, and some Recollections Pom-Pom Trim that I just picked up at Michael's. So I'm going to set that aside. To get started, I'm going to take my stencil and kind of get an idea of placement where I want to put it. And then I'm going to take my palette knife, set it aside, and I've got 2 colors of liquid pearls. It's kind of fun to mix them together. So what I'm going to do is pour out quite a bit of each color, about 1/4 size, onto my palette paper. And these are sold individually. I picked these up at Michael's as well. I believe they sell them individually and also in a 3-pack. So I've got a nice little goopy pile here. And I'm going to take my hand and make sure that stencil's down nice and tight on my card. I'm going to take my palette knife and I'm just going to pick it up just like you would with a texture paste. I'm not going to mix it together. I want it to kind of naturally mix and blend on its own. And I'm just going to really, really gently scrape it across my stencil. The liquid pearls is medium bodied, but not quite as heavy and as textured as a traditional texture paste. So it is a little bit runnier. It's not going to be as forgiving. You're going to see a little bit more in terms of flaws. That's okay. All right, make sure my stencil's down. I'm going to add a little bit more. This is kind of a rather large stencil, so depending on what you decide to use, you're going to need more or less of your pigment. Get a little bit more on there. Oh, I love these colors so much. They have such a nice, pretty iridescent vibe to them. Get that palette knife loaded. And then just finish scraping it across. You can see that the 2 colors kind of naturally blend together as I scrape them across the stencil. Try to go over your stencil in one pass if you want to see a lot of variety in your color. If you don't mind it mixing quite a bit, then just continue going over to make sure your thickness is even. Kind of clean that up a little bit. And I think I'm ready to peel it off. I'm going to lift it really gently from my paper, and I'll just take my finger and kind of clean up the edge to make sure I don't get any color or pigment on the back. So pretty! Look at that shimmer. Love it. So to finish it off, I'm going to cut a little bit of pom-pom trim. Now obviously you want to let this dry first, but I'll show you just kind of how I like to finish my tags. Either I'll punch a hole or feed a little bit of ribbon through. But since I didn't punch a hole, I'm just going to staple it on there. I would give the liquid pearls about 15 to 20 minutes to dry, maybe an hour to fully cure if you feel like it's still a little bit, has a little bit of movement to it. Go ahead and trim this ribbon down a little bit. Who doesn't love pom-pom trim, right? And there you go. Makes a really cute little gift tag, perfect for spring or summer. And oh my gosh, I love that shine. So just a fun little tutorial with liquid pearls. You can use a cosmetic sponge to stencil this on, but you're going to get a lot more shimmer with it being this thick. And it's just really nice to see the texture and the dimension when you stencil it on with a palette knife. All right, let me know if you try it out and how it goes, and if you've ever played with liquid pearls before. Hopefully I'll come up with some more fun ideas for you.